Everyone, good morning, class. So, in today's class, we are going to start a new chapter from the book Snapshots. So, this is a chapter Birth written by A J CRONIN. Now, the title itself is very interesting, Birth, right? When a newborn baby comes into this beautiful world. And you would also agree with me whenever a new member, a newborn baby especially, adds on in our family members, there's another kind of atmosphere, the lively one. Everyone is happy, right? And there's another aspect also, like if someone has faced number of hardships and came out from that with God grace, even that is like a birth, a new phase entered, a new life. In this chapter, undoubtedly, we are talking about a newborn baby. So let's see what we are understanding it here. Written by A J CRONIN, he was born in the year 1896 and died in the year 1981, and he was born in UK. He had written various short stories, interesting ones, and for that, only for his literary work, he got National Book Award for Fiction. So what's basically in this story happens, let's try to understand the outline for it right now, the introductory part. We are having one family here, that is Morgan family. There is Joe Morgan, his wife Suzanne Morgan, Mrs. Morgan's mother, and midwife. Now midwife means the sister, or even we can say the caretaker of a patient basically who is not well, right? With that, very important interesting character, Dr. Andrew. So here you can relate this doctor term with the birth, because obviously doctor plays a role in this for delivering a child. So in this story, Morgan family is expecting their first child. Joe Morgan and Suzanne Morgan, they are expecting their first child after the marriage of 20 years. Yeah. After 20 years, they were expecting their first child. Unfortunately, Suzanne Morgan, she required the medical help before the delivery. Basically means a little time. There was still a time, but a little early she required that help. She was not at all well. And this Dr. Andrew Manson, who plays a very vital role here, he started his medical practice just not that just we can say in a very short time period only he started it in Blanley. So what happened, Dr. Andrew Manson, he came with a very tiring day, very hectic schedule with upset mood because he had a bad evening with his girlfriend Christine. So when he came back, he noticed at the doors of his house, Joe Morgan was there. He was there waiting for Dr. Andrew. Why? Because his wife, Suzanne, required the medical aid. Obviously, at that time, there were no phone calls, mobiles, and telephones and all. So Dr. Andrew gave him the satisfaction that don't worry, I'm going with you. And they went towards their place, Morgan's place. Now, when they reached there, they noticed something. Basically, Joe Morgan, he was outside only, and doctor entered there where Suzanne Morgan was there, Mrs. Morgan's mother and midwife were there. So now the medical help started, or it was about to start. The story is about here, he gave the medical aid, the child was born, but unfortunately that child was lifeless. Yeah, that child was lifeless. So what happened next, and what happened before that when he entered at his place, Joe Morgan's place? So this whole story revolves around that only. So we will see the story, we will try to understand each aspect of it, I would request you should read the story. It's a very interesting one, and then we will do it in parts. I really hope this much is clear, that outline is clear, about the author is clear. So I'm sending you the worksheet. Send it to me timely. God bless.